What's up traders, my name is Layla and welcome back to this week's no-nonsense market recap from Bullish Bear. Global markets were anything but boring this week, with inflation data, earnings surprises, and blockbuster deals sending investors on a roller coaster ride. President Trump took a victory lap after Tuesday's consumer price index showed headline inflation steady at 2.7% year over year. Falling gas prices and cheaper groceries gave consumers a little breathing room, but peel back the layers and core inflation ticked up to 3.1%. That sticky trend keeps pressure squarely on the Fed. Then came Thursday's producer price index, which surged 0.9% in July, blowing past expectations. That reignited inflation worries and dialed down some of the optimism for rate cuts, even though markets are still pricing in a near 90% chance of a September cut. The question everyone's asking is, are we actually going to see it? And the answer is possibly, especially now that economist Mark Summerlin has joined the Fed chair race, openly calling for aggressive cuts. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also added fuel to the fire, pushing for a whopping 1.5% slash in benchmark rates. On the corporate front, it was a mix of highs and lows, but tech once again stole the spotlight. Nvidia grabbed approval to sell its H2O AI chips in China, marking its 19th record high this year. Micron raised its outlook, giving semis another tailwind. Meanwhile, Perplexity shocked the industry with a bid for Google Chrome, and AI firm Cohere hit a $6.8 billion valuation after a hefty funding round. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Apple stumbled thanks to Elon Musk's escalating feud over AI and App Store favoritism. However, Palo Alto Networks, Chipotle, and Circle Internet Group all rallied on upgrades and revenue strength. Sonos and Warner Brothers Discovery climbed after insider buying, and CoreWeave popped 32% month-to-date ahead of earnings, only to get slammed afterwards as investors worried the highly leveraged company would tack on another $10 billion in debt before the year end. But not everyone came out ahead. C3AI, On Holdings, and Under Armour slipped as misguidance and weak outlooks weighed them down. In media and entertainment, Paramount scored big with a $7.7 billion deal securing US streaming rights to UFC for the next 7 years starting in 2026. AMC and Brinker International also surged on strong attendance and earnings. Amazon shook up the grocery space, expanding same-day delivery to 2,300 cities, rattling Walmart and putting pressure on traditional grocers. In the industrial space, AST, Space Mobile, and KBR gained from ambitious satellite and NASA contracts. Albemarle and Freeport-McMoRan benefited from supply hiccups and analyst upgrades, while Intel rose after constructive talks with President Trump. Don't worry, crypto was not left out of the action. Bitcoin pulled back from record highs after that hotter PPI reading, while Ethereum crept closer to its 2021 peak. And the Bullish Exchange made a splashy IPO debut, nearly doubling within days. On the policy side, President Trump extended tariffs with China and floated marijuana reclassification proposals. And in a changing of the guard, Warren Buffett dropped out of Bloomberg's billionaires top 10. Earnings season is still in full swing, and next week, Walmart and Target will step into the spotlight. The market story remains the same. Inflation worries on one side, tech innovation on the other, and geopolitics hovering in the background. For investors, this is a market that rewards nimbleness and punishes complacency. For more updates, tune in next week as we continue to track the market's every move, and subscribe down below to Bullish Bear for more market recap videos. Until next time, stay disciplined, manage your risk, and remember, bears make money, bulls make money, but pigs get slaughtered. See you in the trading room.